So, good morning. I would like to present Daniel, who is our driver. My name is Patricio. Welcome to the Lakes District. Welcome to the south of Chile, northern Patagonia. As we begin our journey into the oldest national park in this country, Chile. Here in the Lakes District, which is 50...
Welcome to the story of my journey through one of the most beautiful regions of southern Chile. A place where water, volcanoes and forests come together in a way that stays with you long after you leave. I'll take you from the mysterious Lake Todos Los Santos past the roaring Petrohue waterfalls and into the charming town of Puerto Varas. Let's go! My journey began at Lake Todos Los Santos, also known as the Emerald Lake. The moment I reached the shoreline, I knew this was going to be something special. As I arrived at the lake, the first thing that struck me was the color of the water, an almost unreal emerald green shimmering under the light, framed by dense forests and towering mountains. I boarded a small boat and glided across the lake. The silence was only broken by the soft hum of the motor and the occasional bird call. The deeper we went, the more the landscape revealed itself, untouched, wild, and overwhelmingly peaceful. This journey was not just about landscapes, it felt like stepping into a dream. The water was a brilliant green, clear like glass, and behind it stood the snow-capped cone of the Osorno Volcano, as if I had stepped into a postcard. Nestled deep within Chile's Lake District lies one of the most breathtaking places I have ever visited, Lake Todos Los Santos, with the majestic Osorno Volcano rising in the background. As we drifted across the surface, all I could hear was the hum of the engine and the distant calls of birds hidden in the forest. Every now and then, a snow-covered peak appeared through the clouds. It felt like pure Patagonia. This lake lies deep within Vicente Pérez Rosales National Park, surrounded by forested mountains and volcano peaks. The contrast between the vibrant lake, the black volcano rocks, and the white peak of Osorno made every moment feel cinematic. I kept thinking, nature doesn't need to be grand to be impressive, but here it was both. This place left a mark on me, not just for its beauty, but for how quiet it made me feel inside, as if nature itself whispered, "Take your time, look around and breathe." The Osorno volcano stood perfectly in the distance, its snow-capped cone piercing the sky like something out of a painting. Its name, Todos los Santos, meaning all saints, was given by Spanish explorers who first arrived here on November the 1st, All Saints' Day. Fitting because there's something scared about the place. I felt small in the best possible way, as if nature was quietly reminding me how vast and timeless it truly is. After the boat ride, we returned to Petrohue and walked straight to the famous Saltos del Petrohue, the Petrohue waterfalls. I had seen pictures before, but nothing prepared me for the real thing. Bright turquoise water surged through narrow channels of black volcanic rock. The contrast between the water's color and the dark stone was stunning. Standing on wooden walkways above the flow, you could feel the ground vibrate beneath your feet from the force of the current. These waterfalls were carved over centuries by lava flows from, you guessed it, the Osorno Volcano. The hardened rock now channels the water into narrow, powerful torrents. The most breathtaking moment? When the clouds briefly cleared, revealing the snowy peak of Osorno behind the falls. That perfect volcano cone in the background made the whole scene feel like a painting. After the wild beauty of the lake and the waterfalls, I continued onto my final stop, Puerto Varas. This lakeside town sits on Lake Llanquihue, a bit further west, but still offering stunning views of, yes, the Osorno volcano. This town is a unique blend of Patagonian calm and European charm. Everywhere you go, you'll find touches of the German settlers who arrived here in the 19th century, in the architecture, the bakeries, even the language. In some cafes, you can still hear German being spoken. Puerto Varas had a different vibe. Not less beautiful, just more human. Cozy streets, old timber houses, hints of German influence. You can smell fresh bread in the air, see flowers in the windows and people relaxing on terraces with coffee or beer. I took a slow walk along the lakeside promenade, gazing across the water at the distant volcano. It was a huge contrast to the rugged nature earlier that day, but somehow that made it even more special. It's hard to say what the best moment was. Maybe gliding across the emerald water? or standing above the thundering falls, or sipping a glass of wine at sunset by the lake. Each part had its own magic. If you ever get the chance to take this route, I can only say one thing: go! Let it surprise you, let it move you, and let yourself be carried away by a part of the world where nature and culture still live side by side in harmony. Thanks for joining me, and who knows, maybe I'll see you someday on the shores of Todos Los Santos.